SwitchBot has just updated another one of their products to support Matter, the SwitchBot Lock. That makes this a one-of-a-kind lock that now supports Apple Home natively, as well as Amazon's Alexa, Google Home, SmartThings. This now pretty much works with any smart home platform thanks to Matter. Let's take a closer look and cover everything you might need to know to determine if this smart lock is right for your home. Let's go. Yo, what's up guys? My name is Shane and this channel is all about building an easy Apple home, smart home with new videos and live streams published every week. Now, as you may have heard, Matter is the new smart home standard that aims at standardizing the smart home so that everything just works regardless of your preferred smart home platform. It's very exciting to see that vision actually coming to fruition here in 2023, finally. Now, SwitchBot released the SwitchBot Hub 2 earlier this year, did a whole video on that. I'll link below if interested. The SwitchBot Hub 2 supports Matter, which means you can add this hub to any smart home platform. Again, whether it's Google Home, Alexa, SmartThings, and yes, my personal favorite, Apple Home. And since it's a hub device that supports Matter, any Matter-enabled SwitchBot devices that are paired to that hub can be added to your smart home platform. So this really is the promise of Matter coming to life in my opinion. Smart home accessories like the SwitchBot products that have never natively supported Apple Home now do, thanks to Matter. First, SwitchBot brought Matter support to the blind tilts and the curtain bot, and now we have Matter support for the SwitchBot Lock. Big thanks to SwitchBot for sponsoring today's video. I'll put links to everything that we discussed down below. They have been running some great deals during Amazon Prime Day that you might still be able to take advantage of if you're watching this video as it's published. And if not, you should subscribe and turn on notifications so that you don't miss videos like this as soon as they go live. We also do live streams here on the channel every week that are a lot of fun if you're into building a smart home. Anyways, I do love that SwitchBot is continuing to bring Matter support to their product lineup. Let's take a closer look at the SwitchBot Lock in case you're not familiar with it. Then we'll update it to Matter and get it working in the Apple Home app. So Lock is available in two colors. You have silver and black for $99.99 US. You can also buy a separate keypad that will pair with the lock for about $55 if that's something you're interested in. In the box, you get a user manual, a wet wipe, and some extra sticky tape. We have the lock itself, a screwdriver, and some extra adapters, some NFC tags, and a contact sensor. Like many of the SwitchBot products, this is a retrofit lock. That means you will not need to replace your existing lock or modify it in any way. This lock will simply be placed over top of the lock that you already have. That makes this the perfect option for someone who is renting or who doesn't, want to change out the original hardware for whatever reason. And installation really couldn't be any easier. First, figure out which adapter fits best over the thumb turn of your lock and attach that one. You can see the batteries here in the top. It takes two CR123A batteries. Pull the tab to initiate the batteries. You can then adjust the depth of the unit by unscrewing the little screws and sliding that piece back and forth. Then just stick the lock onto the door and put your screws back in. It does come with a contact sensor piece which will notify you when the door is left ajar. So this would go on the inside of your door frame. This little test door doesn't have a door frame, so I'll skip that, but you can see here on my other little test door that how that would work or how that would look. I had the black SwitchBot lock on that door. I will add the lock to my SwitchBot app. It uses Bluetooth and is just as easy to set up as other SwitchBot products. The app automatically detects the lock via Bluetooth. We then go through a simple calibration process. If you want to add the lock to Matter, make sure you upgrade the firmware to the latest version. You do have the option in the SwitchBot app to pair the lock with a number keypad if you got one of those separately. You can also configure NFC tags for locking and unlocking the lock. Again, you do get two NFC tags included in the box if you want to utilize those. But we're here for Matter and Apple Home support, so let's get that set up. Again, you will need a SwitchBot Hub 2 for this. Go into your hub settings and look for Matter configuration. If you have not added your hub to the Apple Home app yet, this is the code you would need to do it. I've already done that, so my hub 2 is already exposed to my Apple Home app. You can see right here the secondary devices that I have already added to Matter. I I have 1 lock and 3 blind tilts, and the blind tilts are actually groups. I have a total of 8 blind tilts all working in the home app currently. Anyways, to add the lock, just tap add secondary device and choose the Matter enabled device that you'd like to add. I'll choose my lock. And once that's done, you should be able to access your SwitchBot Lock in the Apple Home app or in any other ecosystem that you have already paired your Matter Hub to with. In the Home app, the lock may be added to the same room that your SwitchBot Hub is in, or it may also be added to your default room, so you might just need to look around for it to find it. And of course, you can rename it and put it in whichever room you want once it's there. In the Home app, we don't have a ton of settings or anything like that, kind of as usual. Just a simple lock and unlock. You can turn on notifications just like you would any HomeKit lock. Of course, you can add the lock to any of your HomeKit scenes and automations. For example, I have a going to bed scene that I run every night that adjusts many of the lights in my house, but also locks all my doors in the event they are not already locked. The lock itself is not the most elegant looking thing I've ever seen by any means. But this is certainly a retrofit option, and it is kind of big and bulky. But like I said in the beginning, it's perfect for anyone who's renting or doesn't want to alter your lock's original hardware. So there really aren't any other options for something like this that fits over top of your existing lock without having to change any of the hardware, especially something that supports Apple Home. So it's great to have this as an option. And it does seem to work really well through that Matter integration in the Apple Home app so far for me. I'm thrilled that SwitchBot is doubling down on Matter support and continuing to roll out support to their existing product lineup. That Matter support is available via firmware updates, so there's no need to buy a new SwitchBot lock if you already have one. I'm excited to see, what SwitchBot brings us next. Drop a comment below and let me know which SwitchBot product you would like to see gain Matter support next. Be sure to subscribe for new smart home videos every week and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next time I go live here on YouTube. We'd love to see you in the chat. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.